Let's get Graz in here, caught up on the latest news. Graz, let's start with the latest on De'Von Achane.
De'Von Achane, the explosive Miami Dolphins running back who's been such a big part of the story for them the last couple weeks, has a knee injury that will require him to miss some time, likely a couple of weeks. We'll see if they place him on injured reserve. That would require him to miss at least 4 games. If they do that, that is a possibility. So they might get Jeff Wilson back as early as this week to help with that running back room, but they'll be without Achane for a while. Running back James Conner of the Arizona Cardinals also injured his knee Sunday, and he will be out for several games. It sounds likely that they will in fact place him on injured reserve, which would mean he would have to miss at least 4 games. So one of the most reliable producers for the Arizona Cardinals so far this year on offense will be on the shelf for some time. Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce, he injured his ankle in Sunday's game. Was able to come back in the game, even stood there on defense for the final Hail Mary play. But he did not practice yesterday. Coach Andy Reid said he would be out at practice doing some stuff today. The Chiefs play on Thursday, as in the day after tomorrow, so Kelce is going to have to heal up pretty quickly. They'll see how he feels after practicing today and decide tomorrow or Thursday whether he can go. Unfortunately, the Minnesota Vikings will not be so lucky with regard to Justin Jefferson, their star wide receiver. He's going on injured reserve. He will have to miss at least 4 games with that hamstring injury suffered in that same game against the Chiefs on Sunday. It's possible he'll have to miss even more time than that. This is a severe hamstring injury for Justin Jefferson, but 4 games at a minimum for the Vikings' best offensive player.
Let's go to the Miami. Okay, a blow for their offense, considering he's averaged 12.1 yards per rush in the Dolphins' first 5 games this season. Not only is that an NFL record, it's almost 2 yards more than the next closest player. I realize they have a bunch of weapons, Hawk, so maybe that's how you would look at this. But you think it's a big deal for the Dolphins, or can they replace Achane?
Anytime you lose a player with that amount of explosion and that big play ability, of course, it's going to be an adjustment for the offense. But I'm not worried about it. I do think the offense for the Miami Dolphins is plug and play because they have Mike McDaniel. He is the reason why it is functioning the way that it is. And he's also the reason why Achane is in a Dolphins uniform already, because he knows what kind of characteristics can really thrive in this offense. They'll get Wilson Jr. back. Obviously, start the season, Achane was a healthy scratch. And in that opening game, they still went for 536 yards and 36 points. This train will keep rolling.
Yeah, Achane reminds me a lot of Chris Johnson. Remember the tailback for the Tennessee Titans? He was unreal, and that's a compliment, just the speed he has.
Home run.
That being said, I still think I agree. I still think there's a ton of speed on this football team, and Mike McDaniel will make sure he uses it in the right way. Mostert and Wilson, when he comes back, are 2 of the faster backs we have in the NFL. So there will be a little bit of like a loss in trying to fix and fit pieces into certain roles, but it's not like they don't have options. I still believe Miami will be okay.
Yeah, and maybe they'll get him back when it matters most for the latter part of the season. We don't know for sure, but he's missing multiple weeks, not out for the year. By the way, this is crazy. The Dolphins have 2,568 yards in their first 5 games this season. That's the most by any team in its first 5 games of a season in NFL history.
They're going to be okay.
Crazy.